How you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
How are you?
Good. How's your trip?
You all right?
Did you get some sleep yet?
No. You won't allow me to...
He's gonna do some interviews here.
Is he?
Yeah. And then we're gonna go down. He's got media over at the Y too.
Wow.
So.
Oh, okay. Is the mayor here?
I don't know. He'd be at the Y.
Oh, okay.
All the dignitaries will be there. Okay.
Oh. You see? Look at him. Look at him. He's loving it.
So what unfolded was a 2,000-kilometer run around Ontario to say thank you. And at the same time, what we've been doing is also addressing critical shortage of organ tissue donations. I'm even a president. It's been the lowest for 14 years in the world now. We'll be raising funds for the National Registry and also donating funds to make sure that
a lot of roads also lined up.
Is there French-speaking people? Is there? Yeah.
Check it out. Look at the people here. There's the mayor. Yeah, it's... Okay, grab the, tape?
Yep.
Bring it in, because we gotta film this.
Okay.
Roll up the windows. Okay.
How you doing? Member of Parliament?
Oh, glad to give you a report afterwards.
Great.
Brian Massey,
Hi, Brian.
Councilor for Windsor here.
Oh, very
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So we'll have lots.
Well, as you know, many of my colleagues in caucus have been very supportive of the National Registry. It's really hitting the scene on the national level, and thanks for your effort. It's just fabulous.
Yes, because that's exactly the direction that we want to go.
Great.
Great.
Yeah, my uncle also was a recipient of a liver transplant, but unfortunately he only lasted about 8 or 9 months and passed away last year. But you know, that's something that the more we do it, the better we get at it.
Absolutely.
There's always going to be complications, but when there's such a success story, we can all be proud.
Thank you. Thank you. Are you tight for schedule today?
I've got some time. We'll talk.
Okay, great.
George, maybe you'd like to move into our gym, raise a...
That wouldn't be news. But take a look at these feet. They have brought George Marcello across Ontario and into the city. He is walking on behalf of the Organ Transplant Association. 43-year-old George is a liver transplant recipient. This is his way of giving back to anonymous donors.
To say thank you to the donor, the family, all the families, all the donors that have courageously and unselfishly made that act to save other people from a life of disease.
Marcello will continue his awareness walk called Step by Step. The Transplant Association says that there is a critical shortage of organ tissue donation here in Canada. And we will pick up the pace a little bit now to
George Marcello headed off on foot almost 3 months ago. But unlike most people who take their cause to the street, he's not looking for money. He's after awareness, letting people know how important it is to consider a difficult subject, organ donation. It wasn't on George's mind 7 years ago when he was a student at Conestoga College. Routine medical checkup revealed a life-threatening liver disease.
When you get this kind of news, it doesn't feel real.
That's why George hit the road on a 2,000-kilometer journey around Ontario to say thanks for his liver transplant and work toward changing laws he takes in a very personal way.
I'm trying to also address to bring a national registry to this country, which is far long overdue.
George knows it's a tough sell to people of this age, but he is turning some heads, including that of Steve Coleman, a Conestoga student who's taken up the challenge to improve donor card awareness.
I did not know that your families had to say that you were allowed to have your organs donated. I thought you just signed the card and that was it.
A serious message easily lost on people of this age. Hearing it firsthand helps.
It's not something that we'd think about and certainly not address. It raises issues, I guess, toward our everyday health and what we might be thinking about in the future.
What's your attitude toward getting a donor card after hearing George?
I'll seriously think about it. I do realize the issues are in today's society, so it's a good idea to think about it and sign the back of your card.
Along the way, George has made a point of meeting senior civic officials like Kitchener Mayor Carl Zayer, himself a supporter of the donor program. He's also welcomed by people who work on the front lines of donor issues.
Unfortunately, with the budget cuts and things, it's hard to get the message out there, but word of mouth is the best way. And by having George do things like this, it certainly makes things much easier for everyone.
There's still a week of walking ahead, but it leads George to the Ontario Legislature and a planned meeting with Premier Harris, an effort that makes George Marcello this week's local hero. I'm Jim Alexander.